What's up, Eastern Oregon? This is Max McCullough from the men's basketball team at EOU, and you're watching Eastern Oregon Live Sports with Dodsey.
What is up, Eastern Oregon? This is Dodsey, and this is your sports show for Thursday, September 2nd, 2021. Like I said, we're moving to 4 days a week, Tuesday through Friday, at least through the fall. There's a lot of stuff going on. This is all brought to you by Buffalo Peak Golf Course out in Union. Take the Union Highway, go through town. There's a big blue sign on the right-hand side. Go up the mountain. You'll find a beautiful 18-hole golf course that is well-manicured, well-kept. Dana's doing a great job out there. Go see Buffalo Peak and meet me at the peak. Today's show, I'm not going to do a lot of talking today. There's not time for talking because I have two guests. So let's just kick it off right here. The first guest, in honor of EOU's home opener this weekend against Montana Western, which is a huge game, by the way. EOU's 1-0 in Frontier Conference play, 1-0 on the season. They beat Montana Tech last Saturday. So my first guest, QB1 Kai Quinn. Here it is. Kai, what's up?
How's it going? Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been about, I think, 8 or 9 months since the last time, right before last season, which was, usually it would be a year, but because of the way football landed this year, we're coming together at the right time this year, right?
Yep, exactly. It doesn't seem like it was too long ago that we were back on the show,
So how about like physically? Like, are you good? Like, was the short off season different? Talk about that a little bit.
No, I definitely think the off season was still long enough to get our bodies back and right and get back in the weight room, start building muscles, but and getting faster and doing all those things. So I definitely thought we had enough time to recover from the spring season. So
yeah, let's talk a little bit about the off season. What'd you do? Anything fun?
Not a whole lot. Just worked out really. As working for Correa Swathing out of Echo and back home Pendleton. So I was doing that at nights and then working out when I wasn't doing that. So it wasn't a real fun summer, but made some money and worked out. So that was good.
The difference between 8 months ago and now is your beard's a little shorter and your hair's a little longer.
I know. I switched it up on you.
You did. You definitely did. I was watching the interview from the last one, just to get a little background, and I noticed it right away. I was like, your media pictures, like your beard was all nice. And last year, during football season, it was just Grizzly Adams.
Yeah.
Nice. So during this summer, who'd you work out with? Did you have somebody you were working out with?
Yeah, I'd just come back and throw in La Grande with some of my wide receivers, and then back in Pendleton, I had some guys from La Grande that'd meet me with just kind of working through my work schedule. That'd come over the mountain and throw with me there, and then working out, I'd work out with PJ Schubert a little bit here and there, and that's about it. So
he's a beast.
Oh PJ. Yeah, that guy's an animal.
Yeah, he really is.
Yeah.
So let's talk real fast about the Montana Tech game. We pulled it off, but it seems like there's like this trend. Like we like to kind of squander leads in the second half. Is that a concern moving forward?
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, offensively, I think the biggest concern is being in the red zone 4 times and not finishing drives. So that's a big emphasis on our offense this week and moving forward is we got to finish. We got to put the ball in the end zone and not put so much pressure on our kickers. And like Cahill, we know we can rely on him. He came through for us in that game huge. So he's the reason we won that game, that and our defense. And offensively, we did what we had to do to win, but we got to be better. So
yeah, when I spoke with Camp, he was talking about it's so nice to have a good kicker though. Like seriously.
Oh yeah, it's great. You're basically every time you get in the red zone, you know you're going to get points on the board as long as you can take care of the ball and have 0 turnovers. So
yeah, in this conference this year, we're gonna need to put points on the board every time we're in the red zone.
Yep, exactly. I mean, every team in this conference can put points on the board. And so I think with our defense and how good they are, that we just got to do our job, manage the game, and offensively we got to put points on the board. So yeah.
So one of the things that I noticed on a couple of plays, and this has always been a concern for me about you, is throwing on the run. It looks better. Like that,
Yeah.
I've always felt like that was your only weak part of your game. Like, and being a mobile quarterback, like that was something that's important. But this year, like I was watching the game, and it looks like that's tightened up quite a bit.
Yeah, I think kind of since like my true junior year, whenever you'd want to call that, 2 years ago, I think I went and worked with a guy in Boise, Joel Clark, and kind of just got my lower half figured out and did some things, and that really helped me moving forward with mechanics in the pocket, outside the pocket, throwing on the run, and all those things really. So kind of just
Yeah.
made me a better quarterback, I felt like. So
Absolutely. And one of the things, so for the viewers, one of the things that they don't understand, like a lot of people don't understand, is how hard it is to throw on the run. I mean, it really is. It's not natural, and it's just one of those things that it just takes time. You got to develop it.
yeah, exactly, it is. I mean, throwing a football, you just got to put it in the right places and give the ball to your guys and let them do their thing. I mean, we got athletes everywhere, so as long as the ball gets in their hands, we should be in good shape.
Yeah. How big are you right now? What are you weighing?
I'm about 6 foot 220 right now, so
About about same as average.
yeah, yep.
Last year you looked a little bit more muscular, but I haven't seen you in person yet this year, so maybe I
Yeah,
don't.
no.
It's hard to tell.
Last spring I was a little heavier coming in, but I think after like 2 games I was right around 220. So
Were you? Nice.
yeah,
So the Montana Western game, there's 3 teams that are creating buzz in the conference. It's
yep,
you guys, Montana Western, and C of I.
yep,
And we only get Montana Western one time this year.
yep,
And
exactly.
so this home opener is, I mean, every week is the biggest game of the year in my eyes, but this home opener on Saturday is a huge game.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I mean, it's a tough Montana Western team. They're going to be good. They always are physical and play assignment sound. So they're going to make us make plays. They're going to keep things in front of them, and we should do just that against them, though. So, but
You ran as a team. You guys, you guys must have ran for almost 300 yards last week.
yeah, I think we ended with like 260, 264 is something right around there. So
You had 75 on the ground. That's a big game.
yeah, it was all right. It was a great running performance by our backs. Jordan Agers had an outstanding game, 100, I think 40 or 150, something crazy with 2 touchdowns. He just had really good vision, understood what he needed to get done, and kind of let things develop, and then hit the holes when they were there. And he did a great job of just running and holding on to the football. So that was good.
You can tell that he put in work during the offseason.
Yeah, it just seemed like this fall camp. He just was, it seemed like faster, more decisive with his cuts. Just seemed like the game just came to him. It just one of those things where it seemed like it just clicked for him. So it was really good to see, and I'm excited to keep watching him grow throughout this season.
Absolutely. And then it's not, you guys have a stable of running backs, man. It's crazy. Like, and like Vic had a good game too. I mean, Vic was solid coming in, and he's a different style. And then I don't remember, did Nathan Reed get some carries?
Something happened right there. Sorry about that.
Oh, you're good. Did Nathan Reed get any carries? I can't remember.
Yeah, he got a couple carries, came
thought
in,
he did.
good. Yeah. Was it, but like what you're saying is we got backs. We got Jordan, Victor, Nathan. Like we're deep. We got Colby Hess down there, Derek Chilcote. Like
Yeah.
we got back. We got back. So it's cool. I think this is the most depth I've seen at the back position, where basically all guys could play.
Right.
Do great things. So
you got a stable full of starters, man. It's crazy. And it's crazy the difference in styles too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Victor and Jordy have a little more speed than Nathan probably, but Nathan's going to hit that hole going downhill, and he's going to get all the yards he can get. So
that kid's a monster in the weight room too.
yes,
A monster.
he is.
He is a beast. So, like, let's talk about this. The backup quarterback. Who is the backup quarterback?
The backup right now is probably Carson Bonning. If something really went down, Andrew James will come in. Like to run the ball with him. He's quick, and with the ball in his hands, he's dangerous. He can make anyone miss. So it's kind of fun to let him get back there and do his thing. But right now, Carson Bonning's probably our number 2. And then we got a couple guys below him right now that are fighting, and Carson's fighting. It's kind of a cool quarterback competition that you see that's going to keep growing and developing coming up in the spring. So
with you, this being your last year, I mean, you're a senior. This is your redshirt senior year. Have you taken more of a role as like a mentor to these younger quarterbacks? Like,
yeah, I definitely have tried to. I definitely help them out when I can, and they help me out when I need it. And so it's good. We got a good group of guys in the quarterback club, so
nice.
We hold each other accountable, and we're all pretty close, which is nice.
Yeah, that's always good. What I think we've talked about it before, but what's next? What do you want to do? Where are you going?
That's a great question. I wish I knew, but right now I'm just trying to focus on these next 9 games and see what we can do as a football team, and I'll worry about that when I'm done. But I got the rest of my life to work and figure that stuff out. So I'm football.
I'm glad you said that. Actually, really glad. Are you graduated already?
Not technically, no, but I got one class I've been saving. I've just been adding concentrations to my major. So
yeah, just so you could, just for eligibility purposes.
Yeah.
So, what about goals? Let's talk about team goals. What's the team goals this year?
Conference championship. We got to go 1-0 every week. It's the team in front of us. That's our biggest enemy. So, like this week, it's Montana Western. We got a really good Montana Western team coming in here. So excited for that. But other than that, conference championships, and then from there we'll see what happens. But
make the national tournament. Yeah.
Yeah,
for sure.
Exactly.
What about personal goals?
Personal goals, I mean, there's nothing really for me. I just want to lead the team, manage the game, do it the right way, but just win. I mean, that's all I want to do. I'm not really worried about my accolades or anything. I just want this team to be successful and do whatever I need to do for this team to be successful.
Well, I'll give you a little bit of love. You were Conference Player of the Year last year, right? Offensively. And you're a future Hall of Famer in my eyes. I mean, your numbers, you're like in the top 3 in almost every category there is. But let me add a goal to the team goals for you.
Yes,
Kick
sir.
C of I's ass.
Yes, sir. That's always the goal. That's always the goal.
Just shut them up, please, for crying out loud.
We need to. It's about time.
We just need to go to their house. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there, and we just need to.
Yep, it'll be a big game when we go into their place. So
it's gonna be huge,
it'll
man.
Be a great atmosphere.
It's gonna be huge. That place is crazy to play in, huh?
Oh yeah, it is. I wish they had a little opponent locker room, but I'll take the tent. The tent's fine.
Yeah, well, you'd think they'd have a locker room, right? I mean, hey, you see that picture behind you on the wall there? Are you in Camp's office?
Yes, sir.
He's on my show tomorrow.
Jace Billingsley?
Yes, sir.
Awesome.
I tried to line up as much football as possible with the home opener, so Jace is going to be on the show tomorrow. He's doing a lot of good things, and it's super exciting.
Yeah.
So team goals, man. Conference championship. I'm pumped. I'm pumped about Saturday. I cannot wait to see. I hope those stands are so full on Saturday. Oh man.
Yeah, same here. I mean, every year we have good attendance, so I don't expect anything different this year. We'll have our fans there. We're Eastern Oregon, so.
Absolutely, man. So you've committed a lot of your life. I mean, a lot so far to EOU football, man. a third of your life, basically.
Yes, sir.
That's crazy. Well, man, I appreciate you coming on the show, man, and I'm gonna be right there cheering for you guys. I know they always say you're media, you're not supposed to cheer. I don't. I live out. I mean, I'm a habitual line stepper.
Yep, I love it. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Eastern Oregon, this is QB1 Kai Quinn, EOU. I appreciate you, Kai.
Yep, thanks for having me again.
Thanks, Kai. Appreciate it. Let's go this weekend. Mount up. If you haven't heard about MetTrim MD, you need to check it out. I've lost over 40 pounds. MetTrim MD is right here in La Grande. It's off of 4th and Washington. You can't miss it. There's a big blue sign that says MetTrim MD. If you need to lose 5 pounds or if you need to lose 100 pounds, go see Dr. Kopp and the team. Go to the website, get a free consultation. You will not be disappointed. There's no gimmicks. It's just a diet plan. They provide the food, and it's reasonable cost. I mean, if I had to add up, the money I was spending on groceries and going out, it's about the same as what it costs to eat their food, which, I mean, I'm proof. I've lost over 40 pounds, and I'm going to continue to lose weight. If you have any kind of health ailment that is weight related, go see Dr. Kopp. Go get a consultation. MetTrim MD, right here in La Grande. My next guest, like I said, let's keep this EOU football train going. He's a pillar of the community. I believe that he is overqualified to coach at EOU. He's a great human being. It's none other than Coach Tim Camp. Here it is. Mr. Camp, what's up?
Hey, thanks for having me. Thanks for thinking about Eastern football.
Oh, I love Eastern football, man. My, my neighbors, the boys across the street, man. I'm always talking to them, and it's important to me, man. Supporting you guys.
We appreciate that so much.
So let's start it off with what's the locker room like this week? Where we at?
We got a lot of excited young men. We got not only the excitement from Montana Western coming in and an opportunity for us to be 2-0, but also a chance for them to play in front of a home crowd for the first time in a long time. So they're pretty excited. We've been playing music and some fan noise to try and get them excited for it. But Montana Tech had a huge crowd, and we expect the same and want the same. So they're very excited right now.
That's awesome. The last time we played Montana Western at home was what? 2018. That was that like triple overtime game, right?
Yeah, that was a barn burner. Yeah,
that was
that one alive. Yeah, no, that was we were up big at half, and then all of a sudden we didn't want to play in the third quarter. Then we had to fight back in the fourth. So yeah, there was over 100 points scored in that game. Oh yeah, no, it was crazy. There was more offense on that field than a lot of teams see all year.
So this last weekend, we're Montana Tech on the road. Obviously Cahill. Wow.
Yeah.
4 for 4, 2 40-yarders. Like
really stepped up because kind of just everything that I knew that young man could do. I actually got a chance to shine and do it. So. Really, we needed every one of those points. Obviously I want to score offensively, but at the same time, having a trust and belief in him and in our special forces unit to go out there and every time that team goes on the field, the motto is, hey, you can change the scoreboard, So not only him, but the battery and the guys up front block and did an exceptional job. So very, very proud of them. It's
nice to have a good kicker in your pocket, ain't it?
Oh, hey, in this conference, it's very, very nice because you're going to get the best from everybody each and every week. And, points are hard to come by sometimes. So if you can steal 3 points or 1 point every single time, let's go. I'll take them.
The one of the plays of the game for me, I was watching, and obviously I'm a La Grande dude, so I'm a La Grande fan. But the Blaine Shaw pick,
huge.
That was huge. But then the Shuckle block.
Hey, those kids are amazing, and I am so proud of them guys. They're in my mind, those were 2 steals for us here at Eastern Oregon, and they're going to be outstanding. They're just babies right now, but you can watch them play, and you can watch how they carry themselves. They're first class guys, and couldn't be more honored to have them be a part of our football program. And
absolutely, yeah. At the end of that game, I got a text from Johnny, and he said Blaine Shaw will be an All-American.
Yeah, I got one from Johnny too. After the game, and he is a Blaine Shaw fan just like myself. And yeah, without a doubt, I think his work ethic and how he approaches his daily activities and things. He is an unbelievable young man, and he's just now kind of getting where he feels comfortable doing things. So we're pretty excited about him in the future here for all the La Grande kids. Quite frankly, super excited for him.
I'm super excited for them, but I'm just super excited for this team.
Absolutely.
I mean, honestly, this is one of the best teams I've seen all around.
Well, what I told those guys after the game at Montana Tech, again, enjoy it, but at the same time, we got a ton of work to do. There was a few mistakes in that game, which was a first game, but to come out with a win is a big thing. But we got to go in this conference, and being in here 14 years, you got to realize that every single game you're going to get somebody's best shot. So you can't sleepwalk into anything. You can't start in the second quarter, and you got to be able to finish. And that was kind of the thing that we didn't do at Montana Tech. Yeah, we come out with the win, but we got to be able to finish offensively, and we got to be able to get people off the field defensively. And then special forces, you got to make tackles. That Ranger team we had, and I take full responsibility for it because I coach all the special forces, is that you got to make tackles. We got guys in place, and we got guys that are doing their job. But it's that one time that, hey, you know what, I'll just kind of fit in here. Well, when you fit in, there's people in this league that can make you pay, and then they were able to do that on that particular play. So,
you're talking about the long kickoff return?
Yeah, and it was we obviously we kicked it, and they had it set right into where we were going with it, which is fine. But we got to be able to get off blocks. We got to be able to run full speed. And if you feel your way around on special forces, and especially the kickoff team, you're going to get walled in. And that's kind of what happened a little bit. So not really concerned about the scheme or anything, but at the same time, I'm going to do some things that are going to help these guys out just a little bit as they start getting kind of used to running down full speed in a college football game.
Right. It's different than high school.
Oh, gosh. Oh, yeah. They find out real fast, man. They find out, hey, high school, I could just run by people. Now people are just as fast as I am. And it's, so it's a big time competition deal, and you're trying to look for the best guys at every phase of the game. So you'll see a lot of our starters out there running special forces because we want to win that phase of the game. I think that's important, and it shows everybody else and in our program too that, special teams wins games, and it come out in this one here that, you bank 4 field goals and 2 extra points, and guess what? You needed all of them. So special forces.
Every last bit of them.
Absolutely.
The offensive line looked good in the running game. Really
good. I feel good about those guys. We got some guys that have played, and that was kind of our goal. We want to be the number 1 rushing team in the conference. But at the same time, we want to cover people up and we want to move them, and to win in this conference, you got to be able to run the ball, not only because you want to, but you have to, and with Kai, and his legs and being able to do the things that we do, I think it presents a little bit more of a different view for other teams than to just, hey, they're going to run inside zone and they're going to chuck the ball. We have a plan for it, and we basically started this back in last spring in the season. Hey, you know what? We're going to get back to running the ball because that's what I love to do. And it's going to create. I mean, we had the ball for 35 minutes. And that keeps your defense alive. And if you can run the ball in practice, it makes your defense tough against the run. So I think all the things really work together to try and create the team and the toughness factor that you need to win in this conference.
So the combination of Eggers and Rosas is a really nice combination in the backfield too. Really
right. Nice. I've always thought Jordan Eggers went to work over the summer, and he's a scat back. He's got speed now, and some of the things that we visited about his exit interview, he went and took care of, and so he showed up there. So no surprise to me. I've always felt that he was a very gifted runner. And now he has the vision that it's going to take, and he understands that he can set some things up for the offensive line now. So a good transition from John to Eggers, and then to have Rosa, and then we got Nate Reed, then we got we got a good stable of running back that nobody's really even seen yet, you know. So it's you go out there, and I think each and every one of them are very, very good. You know, Colby Hess is a very good football player, you know, and like I say, Derek Chilcote's very good, and you know, Nate Reed, you got Rosas, you got Eggers, and they all do something just a little bit different, and they all have strengths. So I feel good about where we're at in the run game right now. Obviously, we got to be able to take care of the football. That's something that we prided ourselves in year after year here. Is I don't think they're takeaways. I think they're giveaways. You go into the pile with the ball, you better come out with the ball. You know, so those are some things we've been focusing on. You know, all through fall camp, but also during this week.
Nice. So talking about running, like the preparation for Montana Western, right? Their running back, he's pretty legit.
Yeah, his brother actually played for me. Yeah. So I've known Reese for a long time, and I think that he's a very gifted athlete. He leads them in receptions. He leads them out of the backfield and rushing. So yeah, we gotta do. They present some issues to us, but at the same time, having a sound defense and being assignment sound will definitely help us, right? So it's no different than going up against anybody else in the conference. We got to be able to stop the run, and I know their quarterback's very good, and I expect to see a little bit more RPO action out of him, and it's a little bit more vertical footballs than what we've watched in the Carroll game. So yeah, we're going to have our hands full, but I think we're going to be up for the task.
Yeah, he struggled a little bit in the Carroll game.
Well, I think what it was is I think it was the first game they hadn't played in a while, and I think not only that, but I think you know, just talking, you know, to Ryan, their coach, he said, you know, he was rusty too, you know. So we'll get their best effort from the coaching standpoint and also the quarterback. So I expect them to give us everything that we can handle, you know. So we should be we got to be ready every down, you know. Something good's going to happen, something bad will happen. How are you going to respond, you know?
Right. So Montana Western's one of the three teams that is, you know, the top of the conference. I mean, Absolutely. Essentially, all the buzz around is saying everybody's telling me that they think that two losses is going to win this conference this year.
Oh, I think it's going to be tough. I mean, it's to go through and go undefeated is going to be tough. I mean, you even look at how Northern played College of Idaho through 4 quarters. It was 21-14 at one point in time in the middle of the third going into the fourth, and then College of Idaho pulled away. But at the same time, I think Carroll's a very good team. I think Montana Tech has some speed. They're just getting used to some of the things that they're doing offensively. They have some weapons. So, and Rocky Mountain got all over Southern Oregon, but I think Southern Oregon, you know, they have almost a brand new coaching staff. So I think some of those kinks will be worked out, and you're going to get some great Frontier Conference football, you know, throughout the season.
That Southern Oregon game this weekend got postponed.
Oh, I'm not sure. Did it?
Air quality in Ashland. They postponed it from the 4th to the 11th. I guess they both had a bye, so the game got postponed. I just got an email about it.
Yeah, so we played Montana Western, and then we have a bye right after the whole conference does. So that it's good though, kind of a little bit to see a Frontier Conference play. I don't like all the Frontier Conference schools to be in a bye the same week. I think it's just to keep football alive, and you know, as far as from a conference standpoint and the rating standpoint, it's really, really hard to pull when your whole conference is done for a week. You know,
I'm expecting the stands to be pretty packed this week.
It better be. We haven't played football out there in front of fans in a long time, so I am so excited. I've been asking people. I said, "Hey, just get up here, just come watch us." You know, we're gonna try and make Eastern Oregon and La Grande proud. You know, so I hope everybody comes out. It's going to be a great day.
Yeah, and you got, I mean, camp programs for the viewers that like might not understand. They put in the work. Trust me.
There you go. Well, no matter if you win, lose, or draw out here, the one thing is that we pride ourselves on blue collar mentality. We're going to go to work, and we're going to, you know, so like I said, something good's going to happen, something bad will happen. How are we going to respond? But it's not going to be because of lack of trying. I promise you that.
Absolutely. Eastern Oregon, he's Coach Camp. I'm Dodsey. We appreciate you, Coach Camp.
Absolutely. Mount up. Let's go Saturday.
Thanks, Coach Camp. I appreciate you, and I appreciate what you do for our community, and the greatness that you instill in these young athletes is I mean, it's way above par. And I can't thank you enough for that. I mean, I have neighbors that are football players, and they're some of the greatest kids. And a lot of that has to do with, the stuff that you instill in them. And I appreciate you. Big shout out once again to Buffalo Peak Golf Course. Dana is killing it out there. This course is absolutely beautiful. It's challenging. Don't get me wrong. And it's fun. They put on a lot of tournaments. We hosted the Doug Trice Memorial out there. It's a wonderful course. Buffalo Peak Golf Course out in Union. Meet me at the Peak. Eastern Oregon. Tomorrow I got another big guest for you, and I appreciate you. That's all I got for you on a Thursday. I'm Dodsey, and I'm out.